Nah, I just got done running right now.
Oh, all right, good. See, they was like, nah, man, he's probably asleep.
Nah, I wake up at 7 every day.
So there's a video floating around the internet of that altercation between you and Charlo. Did you ever get to touch him? People are like spreading the video around like, oh, look at Benavidez push Charlo and Charlo get behind his security. Any truth to that? Oh, you did? Oh, shit.
When we were there, I mean, I already knew what it was, bro, going into it. I knew there was going to be problems. Dad called me, and he wasn't even supposed to be in that section. They said that he was going to be on the other side. And they called me like, yeah, we don't want no problems. You know, we know you guys got problems and stuff. I'm like, well, all right, I'll keep professional. I'm cool. You know, like, I really don't care. I took my son and everything. I was with my wife, and we are chilling. And then I'm sitting next to Luis Espinosa, and I see Charlo come up. I see him slowly making his way to this section. He's saying what's up to people over there. And then he goes up to Luis Espinosa, but then he acts like he don't see me. So I locked eyes with him immediately. But he just says what's up to Luis, and then he acts like he don't see me. Then he goes over there on that side. This is after my friend Ryle had won. And he goes over there on that side, and he starts talking shit to my dad. So I immediately get up. And I'm like, he's in this aisle, and I'm this aisle right here. I'm in the first row, so I see him, and I push him back. And then you can see in that video, he steps behind his bodyguards and stuff, and that's when he starts to get tough. You know, he starts yelling, he starts saying this and that. But like I'm saying, bro, like if he was so fucking tough, why didn't he do nothing to me when I pushed him back and we were face to face? The motherfucker had to go back behind his bodyguards to grow some balls.
Do you think this fight ever happens? Because, man, you guys are building this up in a way that we are excited to see it.
No, it has to happen. It has to happen now. Definitely. I feel like that was the last thing to make it happen, the altercation right there. And, you know, for everybody's saying, like, you know, oh, yeah, they shouldn't be doing that, this and that. Man, what do you think is going to happen between two fighters that really don't like each other? This shit was going to happen anyways. You know, we're lucky that else happened, and we're fortunate enough not to get into a fight right there with everybody. But I mean, this is what it is. I mean, I feel like, and then this is like normal behavior from the Charlos. They always do this shit. They did it with Hurd. They did it with they try to do it with Jacobs. They did it with Erickson Lubin. You know, but I'm not no type of dude. I'm gonna just let anybody punk me. You know, they got me fucked up. I know who they think they are. You know, they think they're gangsters and going all that shit. I don't understand how you get booed in your own city. I got more people, you know, applauded me more when they passed us in the screen more than did in Charlo's.
David, you mentioned something about some Hennessy and liquor being involved. Did you smell the alcohol, or what made you believe that he was indeed intoxicated?
Man, you guys seen them interviews. That motherfucker couldn't even talk. You see the interviews when he was like, Benavidez, get a belt. My motherfucker couldn't even talk. He couldn't even stand still, man. I know somebody when they're drunk, bro. Like they always mention this shit about me missing weight or me doing cocaine, this and that. Man, that was 4 years ago. I'm not pulling up right now to these fights all fucking drunk, making a fucking fool out of myself. You know, so I don't understand how I'm 25 years old and I'm more professional than these guys. Aren't they grown men? I mean, it just doesn't. I mean, you could tell by the way, like, they always fucking pull up to the guys drunk as fuck. They can't even stand. But you know what's funny too is he don't want to talk about me when he's sober. You know, he needs some Hennessy in him to grow the balls to talk about me.
Yo, David. So, I don't know if you watched some of these videos of obviously the altercation. You know, we are definitely watching it with a magnifying glass. So there's another video where he's kind of fighting with your father. It's the same scene, but a different camera angle, and he's arguing with your father. So your father's like pointing like, make the fucking fight, and he's like, you guys are fucking broke. You're broke. You're fucking broke. What's up with that? Because last I checked, I seen you with a Lamborghini. We interviewed you, and you said you've been making money for the last 4 years, and that's why you actually got in trouble outside the ring, because you didn't know how to handle all that money. So why is he putting out there that you and your dad are broke?
What else is he gonna say? There's nothing left for him to say. He said he doesn't find me. He's not gonna find me unless I'm 25 and older. I'm 25 now. He says he's not gonna fight me unless I get vaccinated. I'm vaccinated now. He's saying he's not going to fight me until I get a belt. I'm about to fight for a belt. I mean, what else is he going to say, man? It's just excuse after excuse. If he doesn't want to fight, just tell him it's cool. I mean, be a man and say, I don't want to fight that boy. That's it. But now he's saying we're broke. You know what I mean? If you just, we're not even broke, but that's irrelevant, bro. What the fuck does being broke and being rich have to do with us fighting? It just makes no sense.
Yeah, I definitely get that. So now tell me, have you received calls from a Louis DeCubas or an Al Heyman, a Sam Watson after the altercation? And did you turn around and say, look, I'm not trying to be unprofessional, but get me that fucking fight?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they knew something was going to happen anyways. I mean, me and him in the same building was already – I thought I was going to see him at the weigh-in, to be honest with you. They said he was walking around there. I didn't see him, but I had been calling for that fight. I've been calling for that fight for like a year and a half already, and nothing's changed. They know I keep telling them. I keep telling Luis. I keep telling Luis Espinosa. I keep telling all them guys, that's the fight I want. You know, but the fight's not happening because you don't want to make it happen. What else is he going to say now? What else is he going to say after I do it? I did everything he wanted me to do. You know, I'm over 25. You know, I'm vaccinated. I'm about to fight for a belt. What else? What else is he going to say now? You know, that he claims he has so much money. He's the A-side. He makes so much money. But why is he finding this fucking Polish guy that nobody even knows? You know what I mean? I bet the fight with me and him will make way more money than him and that Polish guy. You know, and that's just facts.
For sure. Do you think that he's going to say, that ain't no belt, that's an interim belt, Canelo's the real champ?
That's exactly what he's going to say. I mean, I don't even know. Like, it's just crazy, man. Like, I don't understand. Like, he thinks he's so gangster. He thinks he's this and that. So then why the fuck is he not taking the fight? He's scared, bro. I felt that energy when I went up to him. I pushed him. He's scared. He had to back up behind his security guards, all this and that to be tough, bro. I know when somebody's scared, I can feel it in him. When I pull up to him and I see him, I feel that energy and he's scared.
What do you think about Jermall? I don't know if you've seen the video with Jermall and Jermall in the gym. Ellie Setback was reporting, and, you know, it's when Jermall had a lot. He seemed to get more energetic about the whole Charlo and his brother. And he's like, yo, my brother ain't no punk. Like, he'll fight him. Did you see that video?
Yeah, I did see that.
What was your thoughts?
It sounds good. It sounds good. That's all I can say, man. But I can sit here and I can talk all this shit, but if I'm not willing to make these fights happen, then all that talk is for nothing. I mean, that's why I don't even like to do too much talking. I like to get the fights done, and then when the fights are already about to be set, start doing the talking. But I don't know what to do. What more to do to this from this point? You know, I've kind of pretty much did everything. And if these fights are not happening to me, it's because them dudes on the other side don't want to make it happen.
What is your opinion of Jermall, the one with all the belts? Do you think that he would fight you before Jermall? And is that a fight you would entertain since Jermall isn't really saying yes? But Jermall seems to have that energy. He's not necessarily saying, I want to fight David, but he's definitely defending his brother in the sense that, yo, my brother's not afraid. He'll fight David Benavidez, but David is big. David should be fighting that cruiserweight. Like I said, I'm sure you heard the video.
I mean, if they come up to 168, I'm not going down to 160 or 154. I mean, them the dudes are the ones calling me out. Why am I going to, you know, it's just, I'm not, and then I don't even want to say too much because then people be like, why is he calling out a 154-pounder? So, I mean, everything I say, people try to use it against me. But if they want to come up to 168, I mean, why not? I mean, that's the question you're asking me. So I feel like the younger one has more balls than the older one. Or, I mean, they're both the same age. But the smaller one, I mean, it really don't matter, bro. I mean, I'm just trying to get a fight. That's it.
David, a fight that could also be you know, happening for you. David Morrell, I know he came up a lot when we were in Dallas this weekend. David himself was there. Did you see David Morrell? And if so, what do you think of that matchup just overall, seeing him in person?
Yeah, I seen him the day of the weigh-in. I said, what's up to him? You know, he's a good dude. He's a cool person, and I would love to make that fight happen. I think we're about the same size, so it would be a great fight stylistically. You know, He's a very talented fighter. You know, he's a good boxer. You know, has a lot of power, and I have a lot of power, a lot of speed. So it would definitely be a war. I mean, that's a fight that the fans would benefit from, because that would be a great fight to watch, and you know, it would definitely be a banger.
No, absolutely. Not sure if you saw, but since you were running, but less than half an hour ago, it was reported that Canelo wants to fight in London in December, and they listed John Ryder or the winner of Joshua Buatsi and Craig Richards as possibilities for that fight. Just your thoughts on that, and if he were to fight any of those names.
I mean, I already knew that was going to happen. I don't know if you guys seen my interview on Friday, but I said that he was going to fight Bivol, Golovkin, and then John Ryder. You know, so it's I already knew that was going to happen anyways. But I mean, I have no thoughts on that. If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. I guess I just have to sit back and wait my turn, I guess. So, I mean, I'm just taking care of the fights that they put in front of me, the fighters that they put in front of me, and I'm going to just keep winning until I get that opportunity.
I got a couple of questions here. First one coming from Bilo from Phoenix, Arizona. He says, what upcoming bouts other than your own are you looking forward to watching, and why? Look forward to seeing you at the Gila River Arena. You always put on a show. Keep it up, champ. So any fights you're looking forward to?
Yeah, first of all, I appreciate the support and the dude showing love. But yeah, definitely. I'm looking forward to Stevenson and Valdez, Rolly and
Tank,
and Gervonta, and Charlo and Castellano. And who else is fighting? Oh yeah, in a way, Donaire too.
Haney Cambosis.
Yeah, Haney Cambosis. There's so much fights this year, bro, happening. Even the fight this weekend too with Tyson Fury and Dylan White. There's so much fights, bro. So much good fights, and I feel like this is one of the best years we've had in boxing in a long time. There's a lot of great fights this year.
How do you see that Oscar Valdez and Shakur Stevenson fight play out? Much anticipated fight, a unification fight. You know, it's going to be a big one. How do you see that fight play out?
Honestly, I feel like Shakur is going to have too much speed, too much movement. He's just a sharp and accurate puncher. I feel like the dynamic of the fight will change if Oscar Valdez can land that big left hook. But even just landing one big shot on Shakur Stevenson is a hard task on its own. So for Oscar Valdez to wind up and hit that big left hook is going to be very hard for him. You know, but I feel like if he goes down to the body, you know, uses a lot of body work and mixes it up and trying to be unpredictable as possible, then he might have a good shot. But I feel like Shakur wins that fight.
So the next one is from Miguel. I don't know if you heard this clip, but his question is on the clip. He says, thoughts on Canelo recently saying the fight has to happen. Did you hear it? If not, I have it pulled up.
Yeah, I heard. I seen it yesterday, actually. And, you know, that's what everything I've been saying. I mean, I feel like this fight becomes a bigger fight if I keep winning. You know, I keep doing things I'm supposed to do. And right now I'm very motivated, not only just to win, but just to, you know, just shut all these guys up and shut all the critics up. I feel like that's keeping me going a little bit more than anything. You know, it's just when a lot of people, you know, already have you like losing and saying that you can't accomplish something, and that burns another fire in you. So if I beat Charlo, I beat Caleb Plant, I beat all these other guys, I feel like that would make a fight with me and Canelo even more lucrative. And he sees that, you know, he sees how much people support me and how the potential I have and how big I could be. So I feel like he knows that's good for him in the long run, because it'll become a massive fight.
All right, I got Lids Low in Decatur, Georgia that says, what's up, David Benavidez? Should there be a belt or some type of reward for being obviously ducked? The reason I ask is because some of the fights get held up because someone doesn't want to fight, and then we get the boring, over-marinated bout. So he's asking you, should you or others who are avoided receive some sort of belt or reward?
Definitely not. You know, I don't want to. No, that don't even make sense. I mean, to be a champion, you definitely have to either fight, for a vacant belt or be the champion. So I don't think. I mean, as unfortunate as it is, I feel like being ducked. It's not something good, or like I feel like you definitely should get the mandatory. A fight, or I feel like there should be a time limit of when you should fight the mandatory. If it's a year or half a year or something like that. I feel like that's the main thing that should happen. But as to get a belt for just being ducked, I don't think you should get something.
All right, we got James Valdez in San Antonio, Texas. It says, you're from Phoenix, trained in Cali, been to Vegas, have fought in Texas. Any thoughts on what city you would like to end up in as a home?
I mean, I've lived in a lot of places, bro. I lived in Vegas. I lived in California, Phoenix, Oregon, Seattle. I got my house out there in Seattle right now. So, I mean, I don't know, bro. I feel like everywhere I go is home because everybody treats me so good. And, I've had I met a lot of people, a lot of good people everywhere I go. So everybody treats me like family. So everywhere I end up is a great place for me. But I mean, I'm still young and I'm still traveling. I don't know. I can maybe end up in Miami, Texas. I like Texas a lot. Vegas again. I mean, I don't know. As for a home right now, I'm still I'm in Seattle, but I mean, I could end up in a lot of places. I don't know. I like moving around a lot.
I got Brandon Lenz in Houston. He says, how do you feel about people blaming you for having to fight a late-minute replacement and now a WBC mandate fight versus Lemieux, calling it cherry picking? Do you find it annoying at all? Before he leaves, let him hear his intro. Oh, yeah, you didn't hear it. We made you an intro, so I'll play it after your answer.
I mean, I don't know, man. As a fighter, I just got to fight. Sometimes you just got to put your head down and fight whoever they put in front of me. It's not my fault that, I fight a mandatory, or I fight a late replacement, or, they make a mandatory, have me fight this other guy. I mean, I'm doing my job. I never turned down no fight. I've always accepted every fight. So, I mean, it's not on me. If it was up to me, I'd fight the best right now. But I mean, like I said, if these fighters are not willing to make these fights happen, there's only so much I could do.
Let me play that intro. Check this out. It's actually good.
When Benavidez gets cooking, it's like fighting an octopus.
El Bandera Roja, David Benavidez.
I'm the boogeyman, and I'm coming to get you.
Everybody that's in 168, I'm coming for everybody. It doesn't matter who it is. Charlo, Caleb Plant, Canelo, I'm coming for all of them.
Canelo, hell of a fighter. But it's my personal thing. He's ducking Benavidez.
I think everybody wants to see me against Canelo, right?
David Benavidez.
Yo, he's a beast.
This brother right here. I'd like to see Canelo against somebody like that.
I definitely like punishing and hurting individuals. That's what I love to do.
And now Benavidez unloading.
I got a lot of power too, and I throw punches and punches, and I don't get tired.
The jab leads with the right, and there's that hand speed.
I'm ready to fight whoever, whenever. I can beat Canelo tomorrow, and I can beat Charlo tomorrow too.
The big Charlo want to get it too?
So Charlo would be the alternative?
He don't want to get in the ring with me because he's a pussy, that's why.
ThaBoxingvoice.com.
I've never liked Caleb Plant. It's never been a secret. I never liked Caleb Plant. At the end of the day, I'm not nobody's friend. I don't want to be nobody's friend. I'm here to knock people out. And if you don't want to get knocked out, don't mention my name. In this game, it really is kill or be killed. It's either you or me, and I pick me all the time.
Finish him.
SDS promotion.
All right. Well, shout out to Brandon that made you that intro. What you think, champ?
That's dope, bro. Where could I find it at?
I'm going to have him send it to your DM so you could use it. We got Coach Myers in Connecticut says, Jermall Charlo said you should be fighting at heavyweight. You're too big for his brother. What's your response to that?
I don't know, bro. I mean, I don't know what else to say. I mean, now I should be a heavyweight. I mean, if I make 168, then I should be a heavyweight. We just did the 30-day weigh-in that we had. I was at 183. I mean, I just weighed in right now, so I mean, I don't understand like how the fuck am I supposed to be a heavyweight? I mean, it's like I said, man, it's just like they're saying like shit at like they're like saying like stupidity after stupidity, man. If they like I'm saying, if they're just scared to fight, just tell everybody if they're scared to fight. That's it. You don't have to, and then I'll stop mentioning their name. They can stop mentioning me if that's what they want. Then you know that's what it could be.
For sure. I got Victor Banuelos. He says, who you putting your money on, champ? Spence or Terrence Bud Crawford?
Neither, bro. That's a hard fight. I don't know who even wins that fight. You know, Earl Spence this past weekend, he looked a little vulnerable in the beginning. I feel like he got touched, but then once that second gear kicked in, he just looked unstoppable. And you know, he has a lot of power. He's a tremendous fighter, and he doesn't. I feel like his gas tank don't run out. And for Terrence Crawford too, you've seen that he's been touched a little bit. He's been hurt, but he always comes back too. So it would definitely be a great fight. You know, it'd be a very high level fight, high level boxing match. So it would definitely be a great fight. I don't even know who wins that fight. That's like a true 50-50 fight. So I don't even know who to put my money on that fight.
I got New York Bullet. What up, champ? Who were some of the fighters you looked up to that inspired you to box?
The fighters I looked up to when I was younger was definitely Roy Jones Jr., Floyd Mayweather, Oscar De La Hoya, Prince Nassim Hamed, Manny Pacquiao, Mike Tyson, obviously, Marco Antonio Barrera, Morales. Who else? There's just so much fighters. Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard, Lennox Lewis, Klitschko, both Klitschkos. And the list goes on and on. I've been watching. I'm definitely and Costa Sioux. Costa Sioux is one of my favorites too. But there's just so much fighters, bro. It's just I mean, I watch boxing all day, every day. Even to today, I still watch a lot of the old fights too. So I couldn't even tell you all of them because I watch so much boxing. But I mean, I've definitely all the old school stars, man. All the old school stars, especially all the stars from the 2000s to 2010. You know, I like Winky Wright. Who else? Trinidad. Yeah, man. It's just, the list goes on and on. There's just a lot of fighters I used to watch.
David Maldonado, New York City says, who wins? Felix Tito Trinidad in his prime versus Earl Spence Jr. in his prime?
It's a good fight, bro. It's a good fight. Well, I'm gonna have to go with the legend Trinidad. Trinidad, I feel like Trinidad in his prime, he had that one punch, devastating left foot that would put anybody out. So I mean, I'll definitely have to go with Trinidad.
I got Jonathan who says, what do you think about people saying, due to your aggressive come forward style, you'll be there to get hit a lot by Canelo, unlike movers with their stick in and out style like Floyd, Lara, Plant?
I mean, you need something different. The stickers, I mean, the ones that move in and out, they still haven't done shit. They've all got dropped. You know, you see Billy Joe Sanders, he got knocked out. Caleb Plant, he got knocked out. So, I mean, I feel like with the people that would actually sit there and bang with Canelo, like Golovkin, they actually have the power and the speed and the combination, the boxing IQ to push him back. I mean, that's what he needs. I mean, I feel like everybody who fights Canelo, they just try to survive. So you got to get out there. You got to go and get your respect too. Just like how he demands his respect, you have to demand your respect against him.
I got Dual Ingram all the way in Compton. If you saw the GGG fight, was that vintage GGG or was he a step behind?
Yeah, I feel like he was a little bit behind. And, I mean, I don't know. I mean, he's a little bit older too. And then just seeing, I don't know if the elevation in Japan has something to do with it because he did look gassed from the first round. And it was a good fight. I mean, but I think after like the fifth round, you could see like vintage Golovkin come back. After he realized that he wasn't just going to drop him with one shot in the first couple rounds. I mean, he definitely worked behind his jab, combinations, you know, those looping shots to the middle of the head right here. And then body shots. After the fifth round, he looked good.
I got 40 Thief. What were your thoughts on the new Batman movie? Oh, good one.
It was good. It's a little dark, but it was good. I mean, I finally feel like they have a Batman worth watching because the ones with Ben Affleck weren't really that good. But so, I mean, I'm a big fan of Batman and stuff like that. Hopefully, they bring the Joker back because I seen that they had that Joker scene at the end. So
Yeah. I seen that. Damn, I'm shocked that you didn't like Ben Affleck. Actually, my favorite Batman is Christian Bale. I was very upset at him for fucking quitting, talking about he didn't want to be remembered as Batman for the rest of his life. It's like, dog, that's the best movie you ever made. Like, you can't escape it.
Yeah.
But I think we got one more. So are you just into Batman or DC or Marvel? Which one you prefer?
I like all of them. I feel like as to have a little bit more complete movies, I feel like Marvel makes more complete movies because they have their like their sense of humor and stuff, and I feel like they make better movies right now. But Batman, but DC, they're a little bit more serious, but I feel like they're on track to making some good movies. I mean, I enjoy both of them.
For sure. Thank you so much. All right, we got Essay who says, no question, just want to thank you for staying true to yourself and keeping the same energy regardless of the situation, bro. Gonna keep watching you knock mofos out. You got something?
Yeah. David, my last question to you was, I'm just curious, bro. Obviously, you not shy of the adversities you faced in the past. You openly speak on it. But I'm curious, what has life been like now since you're a father? Like, I'm sure that's changed you plenty. I saw your son and your wife at the fight. Just curious, what can you tell us? How has it changed you?
Yeah, I mean, everybody has their times. Their times they want to party and stuff. I mean, I feel like I did everything I did back then, and I feel like I'm happy I made those mistakes when I was a little bit younger. And now I feel like I'm on the right path, and I have to be. Not only do I have to be on the right path, I have to be a good role model for my son. And I have a lot of people that support me, a lot of people that love me, and they keep me on the good track right now. And I just want to be a good man. And just seeing my son, he wants to do everything I do, and every time he sees me on the TV screen or he sees my fights, he tries to mimic me and he tries to throw combinations and he tries to box or train. So that gives me a lot of motivation, more motivation I need to go in there and just become the best man I could be. I'm still learning, I'm still, maturing, but I feel like, just having a kid, it just puts you on a whole different level mentally. And I just want the best for my son, and I want to, be the best I could be. And I feel like when I try to become a better man, that's going to make me a better champion in the long run.
No, absolutely. So you mentioned obviously your son mimicking you and, trying to hit the bag, whatever the case may be. Would you let your son fight if, when he grows up, he tells you like, I want to box?
Yeah, he already boxes. What do you mean? That's not even for a debate. He is going to be a boxer. He already has the boxing in his blood that he has to lead. And I feel like with us, we found something not only that we're good at, but something that we could financially support our families with. I had it. My brother my dad, trained me, and I've been boxing for 21 or 22 years now, and I kind of like I'm grateful I have this gift, to support me and my family. And, if my son could do that, that's a gift I can pass down to him. And, it's not everybody finds what they're good at in life. And, just for me, knowing that this is what I was meant to do. And for my son already starting to box, and, for him to take care of his family, and, this could be our thing, the Benavidez bloodline, we could all be boxers and we could have a history of being great boxers. So I definitely want him to keep it going, and maybe when he has his kids, and maybe he could tell his son the same thing I'm telling him, and their sons could keep it going too.
Keep the legacy going. That's dope, bro. That's different. Most boxers we speak to who are fathers are like, nah, I don't want my son to fight, but that's dope. Especially
it's definitely tough, because when I came up too, I mean, My dad, he used to put me in sparring sessions. I used to get beat up when I was a little kid, and I was like, why would he do this to me? Why? He just likes to see me get hurt. But I mean, I feel like the life is a fight too, man. You gotta, sometimes you get beat down, but it's how you recoup and how you come back up. You know, not everything is gonna be easy. And I feel like once you learn that and you learn to conquer that, then you could just conquer so much things in life. And that's why I'm really grateful for my dad. You know, he always he never let me take the easy route. You know, it was always a hard route with him, but I'm glad it went this way.
No, I mean it's paid off, man. Well, David, thank you very much for joining us. Obviously, like you said, just got done with your morning run. We'll close it off.
We got two more.
Go ahead,
London
man.
Runs Boxing. He says, what's good, David? With Canelo coming to the United Kingdom in December, I'm thinking you make the trip too. We have a very talented super middleweight by the name of LaRon Richards, who I'd like to see you fight. Any interest in fighting in the UK?
I mean, if there was a good deal given to PC and Al Heyman and they told me about that fight, I mean, it's not like I'm my own matchmaker and I could go and make fights like that. I mean, I would definitely go out there and fight everybody, but I mean, in reality, I don't think that would be able to make we would be able to make that happen. I mean, and who is that anyways? Is he's ranked in like the top 10 or what?
Well,
yeah, LaRon Richards, because I think he beat Craig Richards, right?
No, sure.
All right, we got Alejandro Vega in Florida that says, excluding Charlo, Plant, and Canelo, what 3 opponents you really want to get in the ring?
Bubo Andrade, David Morrell, and Edgar Berlanga.
We talked to your father yesterday, and he was telling us that he's been in contact with Boo Boo's dad. Do you think that fight is more possible now that Boo Boo is allegedly almost over with Matchroom?
I think it's a good opportunity to make that happen, honestly, especially now. I didn't know his contract was almost over with Matchroom, but if you're saying that's the case, then it's definitely looks like it'd be more possible to happen. But I feel like if his contract is already over with Matchroom and this is the last fight, I don't think they're going to let him, especially from him going to the UK, I don't think they're going to let him walk away without a loss. You know how these things go sometimes, and a lot of these promoters get salty when you try to leave them. They might do some or like rob him or something, so we'll see.
Yeah, he's actually fighting on a Frank Warren card, so Matchroom lost the purse bid, so he's definitely going out there kind of like Dillian White is fighting, Tyson Fury. But those are our questions. We do want to thank you for rocking out with us early. We appreciate you, man, and we wish you the best of luck in your upcoming fight with David Lemieux.
All right, thank you guys, and I appreciate all the love and support, and I hope everybody has a good day.
You too, brother.
The video, feel free to hit the like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.